This is going to be the era, this is going to be the decade when we will see technology being used in ways that we have never seen before.
And based on all of this data, we can make sure that the way we structure this learning experience and the way we get feedback is very, very effective to improve that learning experience constantly.
Going forward, we would just be able to think and things would happen is what is my belief, because technology is moving at such a rapid pace.
Through the insightful interactions with industry experts, we'll uncover how smarter technologies are driving business growth and shaping the future. Join us in this video as we explore the technological advancement in security, impact of cloud computing on small and medium businesses, and India's tech potential.
Today, given the data that we have, we are able to optimize the recorded videos experience just based on simple stuff like we know if 1 million learners are on our platform watching a 5-minute video, at what point do they switch it off? At what point do they drag it back? Or at what point do they have to revise it? And based on all of this data, we can make sure that the way we structure this learning experience and the way we get feedback is very, very effective to improve that learning experience constantly.
The core and non-core, you classify the activities into core and non-core. Then again you define core activities, whether you have the self-sufficiency to handle it in-house, okay? Then you manage it in-house. If it is a non-core activity, definitely you can put on the cloud. Okay, again on the put on the cloud, whether you want a software as a service, there can be different options, or you want to just put an infrastructure. I think that will vary from the organization to organization. So they need to have their policy in place, principles clear, what will go in cloud and what is not, and should govern by that. There is no definite answer as okay, this application has to go on cloud and this should not.
India actually missed the web revolution and directly took to the mobile revolution. Okay, if you look at, in India, web was always, has been a slightly back-ended thing, and mobile has been a very front-ended thing. What mobile did was, made technology reach each and every individual, every city, village, totally digitized using mobile. And that is what, has revolutionized India. Going forward, we would just be able to think and, things would happen is what is my belief, because technology is moving at such a rapid pace.
So I think everyone's aware at least that NASA had a mission to Mars in 2020 or 2021. They had an helicopter that was, flying in the Martian environment after it was, deployed. And this helicopter, which was named Ingenuity, actually ran on a Snapdragon 801 processor, which powers pretty much almost everyone's mobile phone over here. And that's the kind of shift that we're seeing. And in terms of computing power also. Again, if you look at Apollo mission in the 60s, which took the humans to moon, the entire flight computer was powered using a 2 MB RAM. And today we are talking about a very powerful mobile chipset that can actually go into space and function.
One has to keep in mind from a technology-led business standpoint, or if there is any business who's trying to adopt technology, that once you get into it, or if you are leading the business from technology standpoint, it's such a dynamic world that you have to keep yourself abreast with the latest all the time and stay ahead of the curve.
Technology, when used right, can find solutions for health, can find solutions for building equitable access to resources, whether food, water, education, etc., can of course solve for the climate crisis, must solve for the climate crisis. So there's so much that it can do. And this is where the India advantage becomes amazing, right? Because what do you need? Today, technology is getting democratized. Everyone has access to technology. What is creating the difference? It's the people. It's the digital mastery. It's our ability to use technology. Whoever can use technology to solve for bigger problems is going to win.
It's more to do with the partnerships rather than trying to do everything in-house. We don't intend to, or we're not building the entire server infrastructure or the entire server stack in-house, which, through the course of development could have certain loopholes or potential, shortcomings. So this is one way where we try to use the existing cloud infrastructure by the giants like either AWS or GCP or Azure, etc. And then we deploy our servers on them so that the outer layer of protection is, at least taken care of as a first level of protection. Of course, on top of that, a lot of other encryption and other authentication techniques that we do use to ensure that it's further protected.
The UN said that we have to move from the era of innovation to the era of action. The potential of technology has to become a reality. Technology has to solve problems. This is going to be the era, this is going to be the decade when we will see technology being used in ways that we have never seen before, opening up new opportunities and risks for pretty much every sector out there. And that's where the term decade came from, because this decade is going to be uh, completely defined not by technology, but by our ability to use technology